Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So, as I mentioned in my last haul, today is going to be another declutter. Yes, another declutter. This one is not going to be as large as the last one, but still, there are quite a few fragrances that I'm getting rid of. And as always, I don't have all of them. I am quite impulsive in my declutters. If I decide to let go of something, I just list it for sale, or I gift it, or I give it away to someone right away. I don't want to keep that fragrance. If I've decided that it's not for me, it needs to go. So I'm not the type of person that can just collect all of the declutter bottles to show them in the video. No, if it's not for me, then it needs to find a better home. But there's still a few that I have, at least at the time of filming this video. So what I'm going to do is when it comes out in a description, I'm going to list any fragrances that I still have. So if any of you are interested, you can message me and maybe get some of these. So let's start with the two fragrances that I mentioned in my last declutter video as being on a chopping block. That's Good Girl from Carolina Herrera and Mugler Alien Essence Absolute. And I mentioned in that video that I really wasn't sure if I was going to let them go, if I was going to keep them. I just was undecided. Well, I did make a decision about both of them. So let's start with Good Girl. Now, here's the bottle. I still have it. Does this mean that I decided to keep it? No. I decided to declutter it. It just hasn't left yet. It is definitely leaving. When I thought about it, really thought about this one, I think I was mostly keeping it and possibly even originally got it because of the bottle. Some people think that this is a tacky bottle, but I love it. I love shoes. I love high-heeled shoes. And this just looks stunning to me. I love this bottle. And I think mostly I got it. I was keeping it because of the bottle. Well, my collection is too large to keep it for this reason, so I'm letting it go. And as I mentioned before, for me, this is a going out fragrance, which I haven't been able to wear for a long time because we haven't been going out. And, since I wore it last, I've discovered so many other fragrances that will fit that category that I would prefer to wear when I finally can go out. So Good Girl from Carolina Herrera has to go. Second fragrance that I mentioned as possibly being on the chopping block is Alien Essence Absolute from Mugler. And I don't have it to show you. Yes, I did decide to sell it. I know many of you will be shocked because this is a highly coveted fragrance, and that's why I was keeping it, which is again the wrong reason to keep something. I wasn't using it, I wasn't loving it, and so it just needed to go to a home where it will be loved and used. And I will be honest with you, this was the fastest selling fragrance. When I listed it on Facebook for sale, it sold in a matter of maybe 2 minutes, maybe even quicker. There were so many takers for this one. Like I said, it's highly coveted, just wasn't the right fragrance for me. And since we're talking about the House of Mugler, let's talk about a few other Mugler fragrances that I've decided to declutter. Yes, I am definitely slimming down my Mugler collection. Again, I'm only going to keep the ones that I really like and the ones that I actually use, rather than just having all of these sit there. So the next one that already left my collection is Angel or Croisier from 2019. This is the one that had mango note in it. And I've spoken about this scent several times on my channel, saying that for some reason when I purchased it, I loved it. And then when I started or tried using it more, it just stopped working for me. For some reason, I found it overpowering, overbearing. I think many people find Angel fragrances. I just couldn't use it, and so it was just sitting there, so I decided to declutter it. Another Mugler fragrance that left my collection already is Alien Flora Futura in a beautiful pink bottle. It was a nice flanker of the original Alien. It was kind of a floral lighter version. I can't remember if jasmine was in it. I want to say jasmine wasn't even in it, although you still had the Alien DNA. It was recognizable, definitely not as strong or as potent as the original Alien. It didn't have the best performance. It was a nice flanker. I sort of liked it, but again, wasn't really my favorite, wasn't reaching for it, so I let it go. And one more fragrance that left my collection from Mugler is Angel EDT. Again, I really liked it. It was actually wearable for me because the EDP is not. But, you know, I've used it a couple of times and then I sort of forgot about it. It was just sitting on the shelf. When I was thinking of wearing something, you know, Angel related, I typically reach for Angel Muse, either EDP or EDT. I really enjoy both, but the actual Angel just wasn't getting used, and so I decided to let it go. Next, let's talk about Parle de Parfum. I hold two fragrances from this house in second to last haul, I think. And if you watched that haul, you saw that, you know, I thought these fragrances were nice, but I was definitely underwhelmed by them. Now, the two fragrances that I purchased were Guimauve de Noel and Mile High. And again, you know, I have too many fragrances to keep something that's just nice, but that I'm not loving. So I decided to declutter both. So let's start with Guimauve de Noel, which I don't have anymore. This fragrance is all about sweet orange blossom, kind of reminiscent of Killian Love. It's a beautiful, beautiful scent. For me, the biggest issue was performance. It did not last on me at all. And I mean at all, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, it was gone. I even tried layering it with a similar type of smelling oil. It didn't help it either. It just didn't last on me at all. And that was the main reason that I let it go. The second one, as I mentioned, is Mile High, and I still have the bottle. So if anyone is interested, definitely let me know. This fragrance is mostly about pineapple. In addition to pineapple, there's also tonka bean, there's immortelle, and to me, it kind of has that sweet, slightly bready, slightly bakery vibe that these two notes give or add to the pineapple. So again, it's a nice fragrance, but it's not my favorite pineapple. Now, it does perform better than Guimauve de Noel. Definitely, there is a significant improvement, although it is still not amazing, the performance, but it is definitely better. So this is just not my favorite pineapple. I have quite a few pineapple scents that I absolutely love, and I don't love this one. And so for that reason, it is going. Next fragrance that I decided to let go might surprise you because I've spoken highly about it on many occasions, and I still do. I still love this fragrance. This is Al Contrario from Tatiana Taranzi. So it's a beautiful, again, kind of bakery type of scent. Like you walked into a bakery that makes fresh bread, and you know they brought out this different type of fresh bread. That's what it smells like to me. So why am I letting go of this one? Well, this was the first fragrance that I purchased kind of that smells of bakery, that has that bready bakery smell. Now, since purchasing this one, I acquired a few others that have a very similar vibe that I enjoy more. For example, it's Serendipity from Serendipitous 3, or Elisab Essence 10, Amande or Anande, something like that, Tonka. Essence number 10. Both of these have a very similar vibe, but I enjoy them just a little bit more. They're a little bit sweeter, a little bit deeper. So I prefer to use those two rather than this one. And so for that reason, I'm letting it go. Next, I decided to let go of two of my Versace fragrances. Both I really enjoyed, but unfortunately, again, didn't reach for. And I don't have these anymore. The first one is Crystal Noir. Very interesting, beautiful coconut scent. Very different from all the other coconut scents because it's not sweet, but it's actually salty coconut. beautiful, interesting scent. I think it's a really well put together scent. I really enjoyed it, but for some reason I never wore it. So I didn't want it to stand there, collect dust. I let it go. The other one that I let go is Yellow Diamond. Again, I really enjoyed it. It's a really nice kind of fruity, floral, citrusy type of scent. Very bright, very happy, really nice fragrance. I used it a bit more than Crystal Noir, but not enough to keep, so I decided to part ways. Next on my list is a fragrance from Mancera, and this one was kind of a surprise that it ended on this list. I will explain why. This is Wild Fruits, and I still have the bottle. Now, I really enjoyed wearing this scent last year. It's kind of, again, citrusy, fruity, musky, summery scent. I think there is, I want to say there is a kumquat in here, which adds a really nice touch to this fragrance. I really enjoyed it. It's kind of a fruity scent that's not overly sweet. Now, I tried wearing it this summer and something happened either to my nose or to my body chemistry. I'm not sure. But when I wore it, and I tried it twice because I thought it's just a fluke when it happened the first time, but unfortunately the same thing happened the second time. When I tried it, it turned very soapy on me, which it never did before. And in case you didn't know, I hate soapy scents. I can't stand soapy scents. And I really didn't enjoy it. Like I said, I don't like soapy scents. So unfortunately, like I said, something happened either to my nose or to my body chemistry. I'm not sure, but this started turning very soapy on me. And so unfortunately for that reason, it's leaving. And the last scent that I'm going to share with you is actually something that you've never seen on my channel before. This is a scent that I was hoping to share in a haul with you. I didn't purchase it. This was actually a swap with someone. And when I swapping, I kind of knew that, you know, potentially I might not like this scent. Potentially it might be too masculine for me, but I thought, even if I don't like it, I'm sure my husband is going to like it. Well, unfortunately, he really didn't like it either. I think he liked it even less than I did. So let me show you the fragrance and then I'll explain. This is from Ramon Monegal, from his Ibiza line, and it's called La Isla Blanca, I think. There you go. Looks like this. Interesting white bottle, quite bulky, but kind of nice. So let me give you the notes for this one, like I said, because I've never spoken about this fragrance before. The notes in here are aldehydes, ginger, anise, almond blossom, jasmine, heliotrope, tonka, musk, patchouli. So, you know, like I said, I thought, okay, the notes are kind of interesting, a little bit risky for me. What is it going to smell like? This has... This definitely has an aquatic touch. Like, it definitely feels like you're walking on a seashore, and I really enjoy that. There's also almond blossom and heliotrope that are here, and maybe tonka together with that. So it has a little bit of sweet, slightly bakery, slightly powdery kind of vibe. Not too much so, but there's a little bit of that. There are definitely aldehydes in here, which are kind of, I think they bring like the cleanliness to this fragrance. Maybe slight, again, add a little bit of powderiness and a little bit of cleanliness. So all of this put together, and I find this fragrance just slightly strange. It's not that I hate it, but I find something a little bit strange about it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I feel like all of these notes put together don't exactly work. And it is, I would call this fragrance unisex, maybe slightly leaning to the masculine side, but not too much so. Definitely it's in the unisex territory. But like I said, to me, I like elements of this fragrance, but everything together just kind of doesn't work for me. There's something strange about it. And actually my husband feels pretty similar about it. He finds it a little bit strange. The cap, by the way, the magnet is incredible. It is so strong. Amazing. I mean, the packaging is beautiful. You can tell it's high quality, but unfortunately the scent just didn't work for me. So again, if any of you are interested, let me know. And I think this was the last fragrance in this declutter. I really think that I am done with declutters for a while. I feel like there's really nothing else that I want to declutter at this point. I feel like I'm really enjoying everything that I have. So I think we're done with declutters for a while. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.